time skip, younger Wine has stopped attending school due to her worsening health. She now spends her day in a room, surrounded by looks as she frequently passes out. It's too dangerous for her to leave the house. Elder Wine manages the household, handling all the cleaning and cooking despite her own challenges. She takes on the responsibility of ensuring younger Wine takes her medication, which she manages herself. Although younger Wine is capable of handling her own medicine, she often refuses help, wanting to maintain some independence despite her condition. The two haven't been communicating much, their interaction limited to the practical matters. One evening, as Wine is busy preparing dinner, younger Wine emerges from her room. She approaches Wine, her demeanor hesitant but sincere. Wine, I'm sorry for yelling at you earlier. Please don't be upset with me. Wine looks up, smile on her face. It's okay, I didn't take it personally. So we're still friends. Her voice is tinged with relief and surprise. She lost friends because due to her outburst, and it is unsure of Wine's response. Wine assures her, of course we're still friends. Friendship isn't wrong. Break over small things, Miss Wine. Wine gravely pinches her nose, which making her Wine wince in pain. Oh my god, what happened? Are you okay? Did I hurt you? Wine feels filled with concern. Younger Wine waves it off. It's okay, it's not your fault. My body has become so weak that it starts to ache even without much activity, but it will be fine after taking my medicines. Wine offers, should I get you medicine? Could you? No, I'll get it for myself. I need to rest and please don't feel guilty. Wine helps her to her room, settling her into bed. Younger Wine takes the medicine and soon drifts off to sleep. The only relief from her persistent pain, Wine remains in the room, overwhelmed with the guilt and sadness, feeling that she shouldn't have done that. After an hour later, younger Wine wakes up to find Wine still sitting beside her, running her fingers gently through her hair, her tears streaming down her face. You didn't leave. Her voice carries a mixture of surprise and gratitude. Wine, please, I have already told you it's not your fault. Stop crying. Wine's tears continue to flow, but what's happening to you? I've been suffering from a severe illness that has now reached its final stage. Wine, trembling, asks, so? I am dying. I don't have much time left. Her words deepen Wine's sorrow. Wine, please stop crying. I don't want my last days to be filled with people crying over me. I would rather remember them as happy and peaceful. Younger Wine says, her frustration evident. Wine struggled to control her tears. How do you want your last days to be? First stop crying, otherwise I won't be able to tell you. Wine immediately wiped her tears. Okay, I promise. There are many things I would like to do, but the most important one. Wine asks, and what's that? I want to get married. Wine is taken aback. But you are only 14. I know it's not about having the real groom. I always wanted to see myself as a bride wearing a white gown and makeup. I want to know how I would have looked on my wedding day if I had not been sick. Wine confusion is evident, so you don't need a real groom. Not really, but it would be awkward without one, so I thought a teddy bear could be my groom. Wine smiles despite her tears. A teddy bear? Why not? He's handsome, isn't he? Yes, he is. When do you want to do this? How about tomorrow when Angel will be at work? Please don't tell him about this. Does he know about your condition? One, he legally adopted me, so he knows about my illness, but I don't want him to see me like this and be sad. Please keep this from him. Wine agrees, understanding the importance of fulfilling younger Wine wish and honoring her final days. Jungkook arrives home from the office visibly tired. He removes his coat and collapses onto the sofa. Wine, who is in the kitchen, watches him with a smile, her mind wandering with the daydreams. But Jungkook voice quickly pulls her back to reality. Wine, bring me some water. Wine, flustered and with panic, quickly fills a glass with water and places it on a tray. Before she can react, younger Wine grabs a tray from her hands. You get feeling of his wife handling all these little things, don't you? Younger Wine says. Wine blushes but nods, appreciating the sentiment. I do like doing things for him, she admits. Good, then let me enjoy this feeling. Do you focus on dinner? Younger Wine says, not giving Wine a chance to respond. She heads into the hallway, leaving Wine looking wistfully. Jungkook takes the glass from her. You don't need to do this, Wine. We have another Wine for these things. It's okay, Angel. She's making dinner, so I thought I would help. Jungkook smiled, touched by the gestures. Okay, but no more work for you. You need to rest, alright? Yes, she replies, sitting beside him. How was your day? Jungkook face lights up with a genuine smile. He's always wished for someone to ask him when he come home tired, be it a wife, mother or sister. as a sister while she can't stop thinking about him in a different way. She silently waits for forgiveness, feeling guilty about her feelings. Jungkook notices her distant look. Nothing, just Jungkook nods. Tomorrow we'll go to your doctor. I want to speak with him personally about your condition. But why? Is it necessary? Jungkook's expression turns serious. I am your guardian, Ryan. I need to know everything about your medical history and current condition. One side, understanding his concern. Alright, but can we go the other after tomorrow? I'm really tired. I need some rest. Jungkook agrees. Okay, but don't say that again. I'm sorry, Angel. Jungkook has to freshen up. Ryan rushes back to the kitchen when Ryan waits. She races back to the kitchen where Ryan waits. Did you see? Oh my god, he looked so hot when he was mad. Ryan, I know. Ryan giggles. Did you make him angry too? I accidentally put his white office shirts with colored ones in the wash. They got ruined. So did he yell at you? Not really. He just told me to be more careful, but he was definitely mad. I wish I would have been there. What else did you see? Ryan hesitates then confesses, I saw him shirtless. What? She exclaims, her voice rising. Ryan quickly covers her mouth to keep from being overheard. Shh, don't be loud. Or he'll hear as she purpose urgently, leaning in with excitement. Tell me what he did look like. Ryan blushes deeply. Wait, I'll show you. He's taking a shower. Are you going to go into this room? No, I mean, I drew a picture of him. I couldn't get the image out of my mind, so I sketched it. Come with me. Jungkook strides into the living room, his suit jacket hanging loosely from his shoulders. He flops onto the plush couch, visibly exhausted from the long day at the office. He runs a hand through his tousled hair and lets out a sigh of relief. Ryan, could you bring me some water, please? He calls out, his voice carrying through the open hall. Just as he settles more comfortably, his phone buzzes urgently. Glancing at the screen, Jungkook's expression sharpens. It's an important call from the office. He immediately stands up, his fatigue momentarily forgotten, walking briskly towards the hallway. As he passes by Ryan, the house help hurries into the living room with a glass of water in hand, but Jungkook is already out of sight, absorbed. Jungkook hurries into his room, closing the door behind him as he answers the call. He places the phone to his ear, his tone shifting to a serious tone. Hello, Jungkook speaking. Jungkook, it's Mark from office. We've hit a snag with the Smith project. The supplier just informed us of a significant delay. Jungkook paces around, his frustration evident. He buttons his coat and drapes it over a nearby chair. Jungkook narrows as he processes information. How severe is the delay? 2 weeks at least. It's going to affect our timeline significantly. As he continues the conversation, he starts unbuttoning his shirt, letting it fall to the floor. We need to find a solution. What are the options? Just then he hears a knock on his door. He glances over briefly, but keeps his focus on the call. We could look after alternative suppliers, but it might increase cost. We are exploring a few options right now, but I wanted to keep you in the loop before we make any decision. As Jungkook listens, he hears a second knock on the door, drawing his attention. He rubs his temple, distracted by the mounting stress, and walks toward the door to open it. In his preoccupation, he forgets that he is shirtless. The door swings open as Van pushes her gently from the other side. She steps and it bumps directly into Jungkook's bare chest, losing her balance slightly. Her eyes widen as he looks up at him, her cheeks turning a deep shade of pink. Jungkook, initially startled by the sudden contact, steadies her with a gentle hand on her waist. He notices her flushed face and suddenly realizes his own state. His eyes go wide as he looks down at himself, remembering that he is shirtless. Oh, Jungkook exclaims, his face turning red with embarrassment. Just a moment. In a flurry of movement, he dashes toward the wardrobe, fumbling to grab her shirt. While still blushing and looking away nervously, clutches a glass of water, trying to compose herself as Jungkook hurriedly dresses. I'm so sorry, Jungkook whispered, his voice low and sincere. Why and her cheeks still rosy, nod nervously. It's okay, I'll just leave this here. She sets a glass of water on the nightstand, avoiding eye contact. She exits the room, closing the door behind her. She left alone, takes a deep breath and shakes his head, mentally preparing to refocus on the conversation. Mark's voice come through with an unmistakable teasing tone. Did I just hear correctly? Jungkook face flushes with embarrassment and he rubs his back of his neck, feeling awkward. Ma, can we focus on the problem at hand? This isn't the time for jokes. Ma chuckles on the other hand. I'm just messing up with you, but seriously, it's not every day we get to see the boss shirtless look. Anyway, let's figure out how we are going to handle this delay. Jungkook sighs in relief that Mark is at least willing to move on from the embarrassing incident. Alright, what's the next step? Mark's tone turns serious again. We need to brainstorm alternatives. Let's go on a call with the team and start discussing our options. Jungkook notes trying to push the awkward moment to the back of his mind as he prepares to tackle the project issue head on. Flashback and next day, Jungkook leaves for the office tired from the long day. Wine takes the opportunity to help younger Wine with a special request. She brings younger Wine to his room and sits her down on the bed. It's here. She pulls out her mother wedding gown from the closet, holding it up for younger Wine to see. Younger Wine gapes, her eyes wide with awe. Fine. Wow, it's so beautiful, Wine. Are you sure you want me to wear it? Of course, Amma was shorter, so it should be fit you perfectly. But Wine, it's yours. What if she's unhappy with me wearing it? Wine takes younger Wine by the shoulders and gazes into her eyes. She's not here anymore, and wherever she is, she would be happy to see you wearing it. Thank you, Wine. You're so sweet. I've never felt this loved before. I'll never forget this. Wine's eyes well up, but she fights back the tears, knowing younger Wine doesn't like to see her cry. She tries to change the subject. Alright, let's get you dressed. Come on, let's put it on. She claps her hands to lighten the mood. Yes, I'm so excited to finally be a bride. They proceed with the dressing younger Wine in the gown, doing her makeup and styling her hair. I never thought I would look so beautiful. Of course you can. You are beautiful with or without makeup. Thanks for the makeup though. No, it's all you. Excited younger Wine grabs her instant camera. Let's take the picture. I have this camera that prints photos instantly. They spend the entire afternoon and evening taking photos, capturing every moment from solo shots and pictures with the groom, her teddy bear to selfies. They are so engrossed in their fun that they lose track of time when Van accidentally bumps into Jungkook while taking a photo. Jungkook, looking tired and somewhat annoyed, speaks in a gruff tone that makes Van flinch. What's happening here? Younger Van, noticing Van's frightened reaction, steps in. Angel, we're just taking pictures. In a wedding gown? Why not? Can I know? Jungkook's eyes softening his tone. You can, but I would like to take a photo with you too. Why and take a picture of us together? Jungkook smiled warmly as he steps closer to younger Van, placing his hand on her waist. The gesture sends butterflies fluttering in her stomach. She looks up at him, lost in the moment, wishing he were the groom. Jungkook's red eyebrows bring her back to reality. Van shakes her head, trying to focus on the camera. Done.